Foods that increase your body's natural energy vibration. A journey into the energetic nature of food and the unseen influence it has on your soul. Energy is not only what we think and do, but also what we eat. We've been told, you are what you eat. But the ancient ones knew you vibrate as you eat. Because food is not just matter, it's memory, frequency, intention. Each bite is a message to your body and to your soul. So what are you feeding your energy? As the consciousness shift began this year across the entire planet, we are now ready to begin a new life, more mindful, elevated, and aligned. Our bodies are no longer designed for the old world's patterns. To match the new Earth frequency, we must evolve through intention, energy, and habit. Because forming new habits is not just productivity, it's the foundation of awakening your body, mind, and soul to the new timeline. The invisible frequency of food. Science measures calories, but consciousness measures resonance. Every living thing vibrates, not metaphorically, but literally. Your heart, your cells, even the plants you eat, all emit frequency. When you consume food, you're not just taking in nutrients, you're merging with the life force or the distortion of that food. High vibration foods harmonize your nervous system. Low vibration foods fog your clarity, numb your intuition, and disconnect you from your higher path. 10 foods that lower your vibration spiritually and biologically. Not all food is sacred. Some carry stress, cruelty, or artificial confusion. Here are 10 you may want to transmute or release. 1. Ultra-processed meats laden with death trauma and hormonal imbalance. 2. Refined sugar, addictive, fogs clarity, spikes chaos. 3. Canola oil, seed oils, oxidative stress, silent inflammation. 4. Microwave meals, destructured lifeless. 5. Sodas and energy drinks, chemical overstimulation, spiritual burnout. 6. Artificial sweeteners, disrupt gut-soul communication. 7. Overcooked fast food, lacks prana, spiritual dullness. 8. Factory dairy, carrying cortisol and detachment from source. 9. Food dyed with synthetic colors, blocks intuitive centers. 10. Overeaten comfort food, not what you eat, but why. And here's the twist. Some foods that seem neutral biologically may still lower your spiritual frequency. Why? Because the body processes nutrients, but the soul processes vibration, memory, intention. Foods that are biologically neutral but spiritually dulling. 1. Highly pasteurized milk, once sacred, now sterilized. 2. White rice, stripped of life, fills the belly, not the soul. 3. Caffeine excess may stimulate but disconnects inner stillness. 4. Gluten-heavy breads, grounding at best, clouding at worst. 5. Overcooked vegetables, life burned out of form. Remember, it's not only what you eat, it's how and why you eat it. A meal made with love can vibrate higher than a raw superfood made in fear. 10 foods that raise your natural energy frequency. Now for the light. These foods are living codes. They don't just nourish, they elevate. 1. Raw fruits, especially berries, figs, grapes. High frequency, sun-kissed. 2. Dark leafy green, like kale, chard, spinach, chlorophyll, tums bioelectric energy. 3. Fermented foods, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, gut-soul link. 4. Spring water, structured, flowing, life-giving. 5. Raw honey, vibrationally aligned with nature's harmony. 6. Cacao, ceremonial, the food of the gods, opens the heart. 7. Sprouts, concentrated life force in motion. 8. Himalayan salt, carries ancient earth memory. 9. Figs and dates, sacred fruits of ancient rituals. 10. Herbal teas, made from conscious roots and flowers. Reishi, tulsi, chamomile. Eat with intention. Chew with awareness. Bless your food, and it blesses you back. The silent power of your plate. In a noisy world, your plate is your altar. What you consume becomes part of your thoughts, your emotions, your spirit. So eat what brings light. Avoid what dims it. You're not just feeding a body, you're shaping a soul. The sacred frequency of water, reset through elemental flow. Before food, there was water. Before language, there was vibration. And water, the great memory keeper, holds both. Your body is over 70% water. Your brain, even more. But not all water is the same. There's dead water, and there's living water. There's filtered liquid, and there's structured intelligence. Structured water, as found in glacial springs, vortexes, or fruits, holds a hexagonal crystalline pattern. It dances, it listens, it transmits frequency. Masaru Emoto showed us that water responds to words, to music, to intention. Say love, and water crystallizes beautifully. Say hate, and it fragments into chaos. When you drink water that has been blessed, vortexed, or naturally structured, you're not just hydrating, you're updating your inner signal, you're harmonizing with Source. Now consider this. Cold water, not just for drinking but for immersion, is a spiritual reset. The cold bath doesn't just shock the body, it awakens it. It brings coherence to the nervous system, resets emotional static, and restores the cellular breath. It silences the noise, because cold is truth. It strips away distraction. It returns the body to its primal knowing. You are alive. Combined with intention, a cold plunge becomes a baptism, an initiation, a remembering. Drink water that flows. Enter water that stills. Come like water, and you rise.